Hey you guys, and what is up, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Annabelle, the Curvy Planner on Instagram, YouTube, and all the social media. And recently I had told you guys that I wasn't going to be posting as much, and I've definitely been doing that. I think I've been feeling very overwhelmed, and this is something that I wanted to talk to you all about, and I figured we could do a quick little junk journal together. Now, one thing I want to mention is, excuse my nail, it came off. It's this is gel, like it's just shellac, and I do it myself at home, and sometimes they don't last, and that's fine. But it came off and I was like, oh, should I redo it really quick? And I was like, you know what, no, like, you're feeling inspired right now, it's fine. Like, you know, the people on the YouTube will watch it regardless, and if they find it cringe or don't want to, then they'll exit out, and I can't stop that. So whatever. So here we are. I figured, again, like I said, we should just do a quick little junk journal spread. I think it'll be fun, and also it'll be something that will be very like mindless. It won't require a lot of thinking from me, other than like, where can I put stickers at type of situation. So it's a very like simple thing to do with you all, and I figured we could chat a little bit. So one thing that happened is I did start a new junk journal. It's right here. This is the cover. I haven't done the cover. What is it about covers that is like, so there's so much pressure about doing like a cover, at least in my opinion. I don't know, it's just is what it is. But anyways, this is the first spread that I did. Very cute, very simple. This is the second one, and then this is the last one that I did. I feel like this one is missing some stuff, but I figured when the time comes, when I have like more time or like stickers that I want to add, I can definitely do that. But for now, it works. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the next one. And now, one thing that I have to say, this journal that I got here, this one is from Amy Tangerine. I got it when I went to the Little Craft Fest, and I have been loving, like obsessed with the craft paper instead of what I was using before, which was like white from the Traveler. I think it was Midori, or not Midori. Was it Moterm? I don't remember, but it was a white Traveler's Notebook journal, and I love this. I feel like it adds a lot to the spread themselves, and it's been really fun. Anyways, let's go ahead and junk journal. So I did do a little bit of organizing the other day. I will share a quick little video on the screen of that. This is going to sound super weird, but organize my junk with me. So I do keep a junk journal, and I enjoy junk journaling so much, but I've accumulated a lot of junk in the process. And there definitely is junk that I probably won't use, but I wanted to just better organize it. And I found this clear Stony Clover bag that I've had for a while. And I figured, let me organize my little junk, put it in paper clips, and stash it away in a place that's organized, and I'm able to go back to it and actually see it clearly. I told myself I was going to try to contain my junk journaling supplies, or at least like the junk itself, to this Stony Clover bag. I think it's actually very useful to cut down the boxes, so I went ahead and did that and cut up the spots, the places of the boxes, the spots of the boxes, I don't even know what to call it, that I know I would actually use, and got rid of like the top tabs or whatever was blank that I know I wouldn't use in my junk journal. And then once I'm actually junk journaling, then I'll go ahead and discard of whatever I don't use. But for now, at least this keeps it very organized, and I'm able to pull things out as needed and reference it whenever I need to, or whenever I'm junk journaling. So I think it turned out super cute, and this was like the perfect pouch for all of my little junk journaling knickknacks. And I put everything in my Stony Clover bag, and it's been perfect. This is my first time actually like taking stuff out of it, but one thing that I noticed is that I would kind of in a way like lose track of the stuff that I had, and it would at times discourage me from even wanting to junk journal. And I was like, you know what, like, let's not do that. Like, let's try to like reorganize it a little bit, try to make it look a little bit better for myself. Like, that's just the way my brain works. Like, things need to be a little bit organized for me to, I don't know, like in a way kind of be encouraged or motivated to use them. Anyways, I wanted to do a very like, in a way, kind of like a neutral spread. And this right here is a clean it up a little bit. This is a dashboard that I got from Cloth and Paper, and I've had this for so long, and I'm not going to use it, either one of these, so I figured it would be kind of fun to use them in here some way or another. Maybe like something like that would be kind of cool. Maybe I only use one instead of both, at least this time around, and we can build from there. Now, one thing I am going to do, I'm going to cut it in half because I just know that I'm not going to use the entire thing. Let me grab my scissors. Okay, here they are. Not that I'm not going to use the entire thing. I just prefer things to, I don't want to, what I was going to say, I didn't want to glue it like this and then I have a hard time like opening it. So I figured this is just the way to go. This is kind of what I've been doing lately. But what I was going to say is that lately I've been feeling very like sad and like irritable, mopey. Like it's just been really bad these past few days and even like the past few weeks. I don't know what it is. I think it's like I'm feeling, obviously, as I told y'all before, I'm feeling discouraged because my growth on YouTube is non-existent, and I know that like it shouldn't matter to me, and also it is partially, well, it is fully my fault because I don't think I'm doing stuff on YouTube that would even help me grow. I'm not using stuff like tools up to like what the way that they should be to help the growth. I stopped posting on Instagram because I got some really mean comments. It wasn't a comment, it was a message from someone, and it really like brought me down. It just made me feel really bad about like just overall like Instagram and posting and stuff. So I just stopped doing that. And I think by doing that, I then lost, you can say, like an entire community that I essentially like built. And I was no longer sharing like, oh, like YouTube video up now, go ahead and check it out type of situation. And with that being said, like it was kind of bringing my views down. And again, I know that it shouldn't matter, but it does. You know, like I hate to say it, but it is, when you're doing like social media, and even if it's just for like enjoyment and fun, like you want to see like at least some sort of views, some sort of like engagement. And I definitely felt like that wasn't there. And I think I just got really, really like just discouraged about it. And then on top of that, like I was already feeling like really sad and just down about stuff. And I don't think like then doing social media and thinking so much about it was like helping me, if that makes any sense. And I think that I definitely am going to like slowly bring my way back a little bit. I don't know how I like this. Let's see. I think I would have put it, I should have put it down here instead of up here, but maybe I can do this type of thing and just maybe add it like on certain spots, maybe like that. But yeah, I think that's just a lot of what was going on, and the views weren't there on YouTube, and that really what was making me, it was making me really down and like made me feel like I'm just not good enough. And social media is definitely like a mind game. You just have to like keep going. And I think like doing it for the right reasons. And I think I had to like sit down and really have like a talk with myself in a way of like, hey, like, why is it that you're doing this? Kind of like bringing it back to like the basics in a way. Do you know what I mean? And I think that really like did help me, and we're bringing it back, you know, we're rolling it back. So with that, I figured, let me not share as much at the moment. Let me bring it back. Let me focus on me, on what's going on in my life, and try to figure out a fun way for myself to like want to to show up for like stuff like social media. And I think that's definitely like, I think I'm okay. I think I'm a little bit better. I also think something that's been going on is that I am on a GLP-1, and one thing that I remember hearing is that people that struggle with depression may notice like more symptoms of like depression come up with the medication. And I don't think that's it for me, because I don't feel depressed. Not to the level, at least, that I felt in the past. I just think that, how do I say it? I think that my hormones have actually been getting a little leveled out, and I have made a correlation with like my period. And I used to not get a period like at all. Like, y'all, I didn't have a period for like 2 years, and my OBGYN would tell me like, that's not healthy, like we need to get you a period. And they would try to get me on birth control, and I was like, I just don't want to be on birth control, like it just doesn't make me feel good. And so what they would do is give me progesterone, is I think is how you pronounce it. And that would essentially force my body to like start a period. And lately I haven't been needing that. It's just been coming on its own, and which is great and all, because that's a good sign, but I wasn't used to having to like track a period, you know? And lately, I think it's been like 3 months. So 1 month I noticed that I was like super irritable, and I was like, I don't know what it is, whatever. And I didn't question anything. I just kept living my life, and I just thought I was like down bad and depressed and whatever. And then last month I did get a period, and once I got the period, I was like, oh, that's probably why I was feeling and acting the way that I was. And then this time around, I'm like, oh, like that has to be it. I'm probably feeling like down and sad and depressed because it's almost that time. And it just kind of makes sense. It's just so crazy how the woman body works. And I really never understood that or had to deal with it as much in the past, because I really didn't get a period ever, you know? So I think I'm going to use this at a later time, unless I use this red. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this at a later time. It's just, I don't think it like really fits the little vibe I have going on here. So let's look at other junk, see what else we can pull up here. I obviously have like a lot of like blind box stuff. I also have this like ink one that maybe could look good in here. So let's pull that out. And I also always keep receipts. So I do have some receipts here. And then this little paper towel is so cool, but I want to save it for another spread. I think this will look pretty cool. Maybe like something like that. Or like that. Let's see. I think I'm going to use this part. But yeah, I think that's a lot about what's going on with me, at least as of lately. But it's crazy because once it gets past a certain point, like a few days, like I'm insufferable. Like it is so crazy. Like I can't even like, my husband will be like breathing next to me and I'm like, you're so annoying. And it's like, he'll like look over like I'm literally not doing anything. Like what the heck? But I mean, Lord bless his soul, because he is just so patient and loving that like he's just kind of like, are you okay? Like, do you need something? What do you need me to do? Like, I'll just go to the other room. And I'm like, I'm out here like, I can't even stand myself, but you know, we're trying. At least I'm trying. Okay. So maybe like something like that. But yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit of what's going on. I think I'm getting back in the groove at least a little bit and working through things. So you may not notice I may not be as consistent, but I'll continue to show up, you know? I'll continue to come up and share a spread here or there. I'm definitely going to continue sharing like my planner spreads, but like I'm not going to be posting as many maybe like vlogs because it just at the moment makes like really not a lot of sense. But I'm still here. I'm still doing it. Trying to at least. Okay. Maybe like that. I have been though, if you're still wanting to like maybe check out some of my content, I am posting on TikTok. It's just TikTok's really easy to do. Like the videos are super short, and I think what takes the pressure off of like somewhere like TikTok is that you don't know what's gonna perform. Like you could post regularly and your videos could get like, I don't know, 1,000 views consistently, and then you just happen to post that day, and that day you're only gonna get 300 views. And that's just like the way TikTok is. And I think like knowing that, it does take a little bit of the pressure away, because I don't have the expectation of things like just doing decent, you know, and I don't on YouTube either, but it is a little bit more pressure. At least I think so, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just like saying too much that makes like 0 sense. Should I use this one too? Okay, maybe not that. I have these bags also, but I don't think it makes sense to use any of these bags. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to some stickers. Oh, I did think about using this one, but I don't think it like fits anymore. What should we do? Because maybe I can just cut like this part off where it says Summer Moon Coffee and just use like this part. I wonder if I can split the cardboard. I just don't like my spreads feeling like super thick, so I always like to separate like the thick cardboard. Maybe I do like this thing. Yeah, maybe that looks a little bit better. Maybe something like that, and I can put it like, oh, that would actually look really cool. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this down too. Okay. I think too with YouTube, what makes it so difficult is the amount of editing that is required. It's just like sometimes like a lot, like it's just time consuming, and it's literally only me and my little self, and at times I don't know what even I'm doing, but here I am. I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna leave that like that. I don't like how this is empty right here, but maybe I can add some stickers or something. I don't really think a lot of these stickers are like the best for at least this spread. So I'm just gonna throw that in here. There's some stickers in here too, so we can take a look. See, like these are really nice. Ooh, something like that would be pretty cool. It'll be kind of aesthetic, which is, I guess, in a way, a little bit of what's going on here. Maybe like right here. I think that's cool. Oh, you know what? I could even use this right here to like maybe divide this out a little bit. Oh yeah, that's neat. I like that. What else do we have? Oh, these stars are cute. I like these stars. I'm going to take all of these stars and just put them in like random little spots. Is it just me? I hate when stickers do that, when they don't separate from the page easily. I know it's like not their fault, like it's just the way it's cut, but it is like annoying. Okay. Oh, I could have used that one. That was very similar to that. It's okay though. Oh, there's more stars. Maybe I'll grab a couple more. I don't think I'll need that many, but okay, let me lay these down because I don't think I'll need as many stars as I've been grabbing, but here we are. Maybe like right there. Okay, maybe we do need more stars. Okay, so there was 2 more right here. Let's grab these. I don't think there was any more, but let's still... Oh, there's 2 more right here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I think this would be enough to complete this, which is just what we need. Okay. I'm gonna put one. Oh, you're barely gonna be able to see it, but it's okay. I'll just put it there anyways. That looks terrible. It's fine. We're just gonna move on. And maybe one right here. Oh, cute. I think that looks really pretty. Nice. Okay, so far we have this. Then we have this one, which is definitely a little bit like brighter than the colors that I've been going for, but I really wanted to use these Ninja Turtle ones, and I figured it was like my opportunity to use like some of the brighter colored stuff that I've been accumulating. And then this one's blue. Let's see if there's any like stickers or anything we can add. Doesn't have to be like the blue, but I just thought maybe like adding a few things would be kind of nice. I've been listening to the Swag album by Justin Bieber, and it is like stuck in my head. Like, I keep thinking about it. You know what? What if we, like, carry on these, like, star theme? And it could be, like, a little introduction to the spread that is right after. I do like how this sticker book is just very much, like, a mixture of, like, random stuff. But at the same time, I just wish it was, like... I don't know, just different. I guess maybe like better organized in a way, if that makes any sense, but still a great sticker book. What about this? I think this would be kind of fun. Okay. So let's do like that. And then we can put some stars around it. I think that was the only spot that was like really bothering me. And I feel like outside of that, like, it's fine. It is pretty cool. I used the bubble wrap here. And then we have this one. So I definitely feel like we're doing, like kind of like, no, they're all, I was going to say neutral, colorful. It's like, no, they're all colorful. This one looks really pretty. I love it so much. Anyways, that is all for today. I think this was very fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you want to watch more of my videos, please subscribe, and I will see y'all again, most likely on Sunday for a planner video, because I'm trying to keep up at least with planner videos. So anyways, love you guys. Thank you for being here, and I'll see y'all again later. Bye.